Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Straight up melting here in the Southland here, guys. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. It's great to be here with you all. I am coming to you guys from Southern California, as you guys know, and we are in the middle of an insane heat wave that's going to be for the next 10 days straight. So you're probably going to see me kind of sweating right now. My office is crazy hot. I'm actually going to be cutting the stream short just a little bit tonight because it is crazy hot. Even with my air on, my fans, it's not helping right now. So this is not too healthy, but I am here for you guys, and we are definitely going to review something, and this is going to be an experience. So give me that thumbs up down below. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me okay as well here, if you're going to put that in the chat as well. But do hit that thumbs up down below here on the stream, and of course we'll get YouTube knowing that I'm doing a great job for you guys right now. It is great to see all of you in here right now as well, and welcome to the thick of summer, everybody. It is going to be probably the hottest ever, they're saying, on planet Earth, and it is going to be ridiculous. So here out in the West Coast, it is a no bueno situation. I guess that's what's going to keep me thin as I'm moving along here. So it's all good. Great to see all of you on here right now. We're going to do a fun review, something I can't wait to try. It's going to be a lot of fun for you. And of course, I've got some trusty water on the side. So you should know there's no almond milk, so there's no cookies tonight, no chips tonight. It's going to be a good time. And then we'll do what we got to do. Tony Montana, somebody was just asking about you. Glad that you are here in the chat. Let me see who we've got actually here in the chat, and we'll get into it officially for you guys. I hope the stream is finding you all well, and you guys are enjoying your the beginning of your weekend. I'm very much excited to know that the weekend is here, of course. Big John jumping in very first in the lobby. Thanks so much for jumping on, my friend. Carl Broussard, Foodie86, Claw and Go. Happy Fridays to you, of course. Wade Bowers in the house. Randy Molina. Let's see. What it be? What it do? You already know what it is. You know, Randy Molina is in the house. And so is Funky Fresh. What up, Funky? It is great to see you watching as well. Urza Ender, I'm ready for some reviews. Yes, I am as well. Claw and Go, how has your week been? I hope it's been good. You know, it's been a very busy week, naturally, just content creating, filming, putting things together, of course, for you guys. A lot of fun stuff, which we'll talk about, of course, all the fun stuff that came out this past week, as we usually do. And I'll answer as many questions as I possibly can, aside from me just feeling like I'm already sweating already. This is just, I'm so over this heat. It is what it is. Zachary Belcher, thanks so much for jumping on. Drew's Food Reviews. It looks like he had a little bit of a jailbreak with his cats trying to make a break for it, but then they had their change of heart and came back in. They love their papa, Drew, so, you know, of course they're going to come back. Good old Tazzy. It is what it is. Give those cats a scratch for me. Absolutely. Zachary, prayers are up for prayers up for your boy D Wade moving to Europe. I got to take a look at today's current events. I really am not kind of caught up for the last day or two on what may have been going on, so I will check that out for sure. Alex Song K Harm Forever 32, what to do? Thanks so much for jumping on. Carl Broussard was watching a replay from 3 months ago, and it always has me laughing when you saw that those little Peep marshmallows being teeny tiny, straight out boo-boo. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. I had a lot of high hopes for that, of course. Claw and Go, how's Mama Peeps doing? Hope there's some good news. Yes, let me give you some updates there. It looks like she is going to be moving to a new location. So she's going to be going back to her original place where she lives now. And then she's going to be moving to a better spot, which is not too far from where she is now as well. We actually had a meeting, my sister and I, along with the moms and some of the administrators, for where she is currently right now. And it turns out the facility actually has a very nice living situation that they have there as well too there. It's almost like a hotel the way that it looks. So we kind of toured that around, and things are moving in the right direction, and I'm very happy to report that she's definitely on the mend, which is good. And I think she's going to have some better care and just overall just a better experience. So I'm very happy about that. She still can't see the streams live the way she has been before. But again, we're just racking up these replays. She's going to have content that she'll be able to do. I'm going to set up the TV, get everything going so she can log in online. And I will let her know that you guys all said hello. So Mama Peeps, if you're watching this on the replay, you already know your son loves you, your daughter loves you, of course your sister, my aunt loves you. Everybody loves you and is sending all those all the prayers and the hearts and everything to you there as well. So big air heart for the moms, Mama Peeps. Nestor Gaetz, what's going on? Thanks so much for jumping in. I appreciate you jumping in here right now as well. Let's see here. Urza Ender, what reviews come to mind? Well, lots of good stuff from this past week for sure. Mostly McDonald's related, and we'll get into that in just a few, of course. And there's Zachary actually asking for, where is Tony Montana? We need to know. We need to know what he got this week. I'm sure Tony will tell us. Shout outs to you, Tony. You got a fan base all of your own, which is pretty awesome. Mi familia, your familia. How do you say your in Spanish? Et tu, or I don't know. I'm probably going to screw that up. I probably just did. But straight out, you know, thanks so much for jumping on here, of course, Tony. No matter when you join, it's always appreciated. Official channel of the Frog Mafia, what it do? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here right now. Let's see. Screen wasn't latched and they made it to the porch and wanted in, so Drew's cats tried to make a break for it. Instinctually, animals want to be outside, whether it's a dog, whether it's a cat, regardless. No matter how house trained they may be, you always have to kind of worry about that. So kind of is what it is with that. Well, jumping in over here is super chat donations. We got 2 of them. DeppySlide, $3. Stay cool, peep. What's your top three water bottle brands? Oh, got Crystal Geyser is probably the main one for me, to be honest. Mountain Spring Water, of course. Aquafina, and probably Vitamin Water. Probably the top 3, but Crystal Geyser for sure. I mean, I buy those more often than not, even though we actually have Nestle purified water that's delivered to my place here every few weeks. I do definitely appreciate those. But shout outs to you, DeppySlide. I appreciate that super chat donation. Guys, just so you know, and along with James Morrison, which I'm going to get to, should you guys wish to donate to the channel, as you're already seeing, you're going to see them jump up over here, and you want to be official stream sponsors, take a look at the first pinned comment on the replay if you're watching this, or down below in the description box right now. It'll have all the details. Keep in mind, if you are super chatting, YouTube is going to take just a little bit from you. But if you hit oh, I'm losing my train of thought right now. If you hit the PayPal link in the upper right-hand corner of your display, it's the heat, guys. It's the heat. Shout outs to James Morrison right there. We'll get to you in just a second. Go for the PayPal link in the upper right-hand corner of your display on that banner. You'll be able to go directly to me right there, and that would be the preferred way, so that way it kind of circumvents that whole thing. But of course, you guys will be listed down below in the description box as official sponsors, as well as down below here as well, your name immortalized here in the chat as well too. So very, very cool stuff. You'll also find info on becoming monthly Patreon subscribers as well too, which is always appreciated, since everything you see is basically designed and implemented by me. I'm a one-man show. And then naturally, all the fun stuff from merch discounts and all that stuff too there. So guys, thank you for your love and support. And DeppySlide, thanks for opening up the salvo with the first shot right in there, right there. I appreciate you being here. I really do. James Morrison, let's get to you over here. Just got the wrong DoorDash order. Happy to say customer service was on point. Glad to hear your Ma is improving. Thank you. Yes, James, I'm telling you, it's been a point of concern for a bit now, and it's really kind of keeping me grounded that I can do these streams as well as doing my content. And aside from my personal life, which is all over the place right now with everything, it really makes a difference to be able to have a positive outlet that I can do this. But I'm so glad that everything is finally on track where it needs to be. And for your DoorDash order, yes, they're generally pretty good with the customer service stuff. I've had a couple of issues where I've ordered stuff from my mom and something doesn't work out correctly, and they're very quick to either refund back or work with you like that. So that's cool. I'm really glad. Just curious if you want to put it here in the chat, because I know some people may be wondering, what was the order that you were supposed to get and what did you get? I'd be curious to know what that's all about. But shout outs to you. And again, thank you. Thank you for the support of the channel. Misty Smith is in the house. Let me jump back up over here. And Larry Nguyen. There we go. Funky Fresh, current event. It's hot. Yes, it is. Nestor Gaetz, do you have a favorite brand of hot dog? Well, you know what? Aside from really digging the Costco hot dogs, because that's basically Kirkland's signature, I like Nathan's. I mean, that's the main thing. Hebrew National is pretty good too, but I like Nathan's Franks. They're really pretty tasty stuff. Actually, that's in my mind too, because of my most recent review of the pretzel dogs that I did not that long ago, actually right before 4th of July. It's a good times. Let's see. It Weeks. I think that's what it is. Stay Frosty, my dude. I probably just butchered that name, but shout outs to you. I appreciate you jumping on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we got Misty Smith in the house. We got Ed Keaton is jumping in here as well. Great to see you. I'm shooting back up over here really quick. Ed Keaton, the setting is London broil. Yes, I'm telling you right now, it is really something else. Like I said, I'm going to be cutting the stream short just a little bit tonight. I'll probably get to maybe almost a quarter to the hour as well. And we'll get into the review here in about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so, a little bit earlier than usual so we can get right to it because I'm really very excited to give what we're going to review a try. Let's see. DeppySlide, are you going to be checking out the Exoprimal, the new Team Fortress 2 maps this weekend? No, actually, I'm still working on Ragnarok on God of War, believe it or not, for my PS5. So I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of that, to be honest with you, and just trying to stay cool. To be honest, on top of that as well, I'm not going to be gaming until later into the evening. I try not to put my TV or anything on during the day, especially with this weather today. I couldn't do it. Even with the air conditioning on, I've never, felt the type of heat that we're getting already. And it's pretty insane just to know that my building is being literally beaten down by the sun right now, which is crazy. But it's going to be rough. So I'll be getting into my gaming situations after the witching hour typically. All my shows I got to catch up on. I got to catch up on Secret Invasion. Last week when I was talking to you guys, I checked out Jack Ryan, the premiere episodes of Jack Ryan, which was awesome. I mean, I love that show. So there's a couple of new ones that are out now, and I'm going to have to go check those out. So I've got some stuff to do later on tonight. I'm going to crack open a Diet Mountain Dew. I'm going to kind of zone out, think about, what I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks. So absolutely, I need to be just trying to calm down and take a chill pill for just a little bit. Tony Montana gave a thumb up to the stream. I appreciate that. For those of you guys who haven't thumbed up the stream yet, please do your boy a solid. And speaking of doing the boy a solid, shout outs to each and every one of you guys who have contributed to the channel all the way from the beginning, all the way up till right now. The last time I checked, I was at 41,024 subscribers or something. I think that was like a few hours ago. So I got to take a look and see if there's been any changes. I'll check it after the stream. But guys, we're over the 41,000 subscriber mark, which is insane. I totally love doing what I do. You guys already know what it is. It's so much fun to do, to put the content together for you, to interact with you guys on these streams. And I just have a lot of fun just doing it. It really, like I said, it helps me mentally, gets my creative juices flowing, and hopefully you guys are digging it. Obviously you guys are, because everything seems to be going the way that it needs to be going right now, which is straight up, and I greatly appreciate that. And I just love contributing to our community. We have such a great community in the food review world of so many amazing content creators that have been doing it from the very beginning. A lot of people have been doing it a long time, and all the newbies that are there too, which is awesome. Shout outs to all of you guys who happen to be watching this right now. You guys are what makes everything work, because we keep adding more oil to the machine to keep everything fueled and spinning and rolling. And it's a good time. So shout outs to all of you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see. So we got Funky Fresh in the house. I'm sure Noel is not that far off. My sister, mi familia. Scott Messerschmidt, what's going on? It is a banging situation here. Man, it's a really active lobby. I'm trying to get through as much as I can here. And then we'll get further into this. Let's see. I twerked there with the check. Great to see you. Great to see you. Let's see. Yes, Zach. Heck yeah, we got Misty in the house dropping those beats. You know how we do. Let's see. Faith Medina, peep this out. Hello from Texas. What's going on, Faith? How's the weather for you over there? I can only imagine. It must be sweltering as well, but I'm telling you, I'm right there with you. El Diablo is straight out ridiculous. The devil is sitting his butt upon the Southland right now. And it is a no bueno situation. I feel my back is already beginning to run. I know too much TMI, too much info, but that's how it kind of feels right now. It is crazy. It is crazy hot. Alex, did you know that McDonald from McDonald is a surname? I did not know that. I appreciate that information. You learn something new every day. I'm telling you, you learn something new every day. So it is great to see Misty on here as always with the mics, Hello to Alex, hello to Dave, hello to Kyle, Nestor, to myself, and hello to everybody. It is awesome to see you, Misty. Thanks so much for jumping on. And Ed Keaton, hope you have a decent air conditioning in your house. If it was centralized, it'd be even better, but it's not. So I've got this air cooler thing that I have in my bedroom, and I'm trying to put ice in that too at night. And I've been over at my sister's pad. She's having issues with her AC. Hopefully she'll get that fixed. I need to catch up with her and actually see how that's working out for her with the AC. So right now it is very much a very sweaty situation. It's literally like a 2 or 3 shower type of day thing if you really want to feel comfortable. So it is what it is. Or is it Ender? I love the cookies and cream pie review from McDonald's. You know what? I thought it was pretty decent with a couple of things I think that could have been a little bit better with it there. Outside of the price being kind of average, there was something else about it, obviously, that was a little on the so-so side. I'm going to let you guys get to that, of course, when you watch it there. But this past week, guys, obviously, we'll just get into it really fast here. The McDonald's Double Cheesy Jalapeno Quarter Pounder with Cheese, the QPC, as it's affectionately known. Very bomb situation in terms of what that was. Obviously, very, very tasty. That was the bomb that was dropped late last week. I think it was actually on Thursday or Friday I did that. I think it was a Friday. But very, very tasty for what that was there. And then naturally, of course, I had to swing on back and check out the cheesy jalapeno Egg McMuffin. And the Egg McMuffin is probably one of my all-time favorite breakfast sandwiches, and it probably is for you too as well. If you guys really dig the Egg McMuffin, give me an egg or a breakfast skillet emoji here in the chat. Let me see. Let's get interactive with some of the emojis here for this next few for the stream. But let me know if you guys are digging the Egg McMuffin. It is probably the healthiest version of a breakfast sandwich. I think it's only like 300 something calories, not even. So it's a very tasty situation, clearly, for what it is. But when you add a cheese sauce, sliced jalapenos on top of that, how bad could that be, right? Well, check out that review. If you haven't seen it just yet, you'll know exactly how good it can be with it there. And then, of course, after doing that, guys, I mean, I had to swing on back to again early in the AM, and that's when the heat was beginning to really kind of pick up already, even at that hour, filming like at 6 in the morning. The cheesy jalapeno bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, which was definitely a fun situation. And that cheese sauce really helped kind of keep everything together. It wasn't a very crumbly type of thing. Which was good, but again, the addition of jalapenos and the rest, very tasty indeed there. We got plenty of eggs, plenty of skillets. It is definitely going down. Skillet action all over the place here, and plenty of, looks like brown eggs right over here. Let me give you guys some hearts, because I am so down with that. That is very cool. Plenty of breakfast action. I can eat breakfast like any time of the day. I don't know about you guys, but I am so down as breakfast as a meal. Outside of the normal breakfast hours anyway. And then, of course, guys, again, continuing on with the quadrilogy of McDonald's reviews, I have a location close to me that I got wind that had the cookies and cream pie before it was actually up and available to order. And I was able to actually go film that and do what I needed to do. And guys, I'm really glad that I did, because I was super excited to give that a go. It's the first of its type for McDonald's in terms of a chocolate turnover style baked crust with a chocolate cookie like that. So I'm not going to spoil really too much for you outside of the price being for what it is and the size being maybe a little suspect. You'll know what I mean when you watch it. Let's just say it should be on your radar to try at least one time, because it is, like I said, the first of its type, and you should be checking it out because it really presents beautifully when you see what it is. So a lot of fun checking that out as well. And just overall, just a fun little end to the McDonald's reviews for the immediate future until we move on there, because you'll see some other stuff. Starting on Sunday, I believe, you're going to see a review for something that I think should be reviewed at least one time every single summer. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So tune in to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. That's going to be, I believe, the 16th. Yeah, Sunday the 16th, we'll say. And take a look and see what you think of what my assessment of what I think you should be checking out at least one time during the summer. Maybe throughout the year if you want, but it's more known for the summertime. I think it just fits for what it is. So I think you're going to like what you're going to see with that particular one. So the replay will be on Saturday, actually tomorrow, which is going to be the 15th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, like it usually is for the replays. And then on Sunday, you'll have the brand new content at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time here on the Southland. So wherever you're at in your part of the world, just know that you'll if you have the bell notification on your on YouTube, naturally, hopefully you'll get that notification, because it's not 100%, but just swing back to the channel and you'll find the content there. So very, very good with that. But guys, a lot of fun with the Mickey D's goodness from there too. Contrail, have I watched the show Warrior? Haven't watched it. Haven't watched that show. There's a lot that I'm trying to catch up on outside of building content. It's just a very busy situation. It's always a very busy situation. Connor Brown, I'm doing okay, but thanks so much for asking as always. Let's see, you're in Spanish in Sioux, is that what that is, Larry? Hopefully that's correct. I'm trying. Larry Nguyen, water Ian K, yes, you just reminded me right now. God, it is ridiculous right now. It is ridiculous. All right, so let's see, what else do we have here? I'm going to grab the review here in about another minute and we'll get into this. The train is off the rails already. Tony Montana, we had Chick-fil-A for my mom's birthday lunch on Wednesday. I actually had it today. I have got the classic combo. I haven't had that in a long time, actually, and it's pretty tasty. I always get my little ranches and the Chick-fil-A sauces on the side. Coke Zero this time. Sometimes I do Arnold Palmer, half diet lemonade, half iced tea unsweetened. That's usually my go-to. But yeah, very, very tasty there. So it looks like you had the spicy deluxe. Okay, very cool. And a side of waffle fries and a Sprite. Nice, 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 nice. You can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A. They really have a pretty good chicken sandwich. It is tasty. Zach, Chick-fil-A has some of the best, has some waffle fries. Tony, you have any siblings? He's talking to Tony there, asking some questions. Scott Messerschmidt, congratulations on 41K. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate doing what I do in my little section of YouTube. It is just a lot of fun, a lot of fun. And Ed Keaton, you're very welcome for filling you in on the status of Mama Peeps. And things are definitely a lot better. It kind of eases me a little bit as well, too. I know with my family, Funky Fresh, my sister, and everybody involved, it's definitely a good thing for that, for sure. But it's great to see all of you guys here. Another minute, I'm going to go grab the review. Michael Domeyer at 72 in Detroit. Wow, I've got 97 right now with my fan on it. I feel like I'm super shiny. Oh, it's hot, man. It's really hot. I feel like if I wasn't drinking enough water, I'd probably pass out. It's that crazy today. It really is. Oh, craziness, craziness. So let's see. What else do we have here? Tony Schultz likes Oscar Mayer Angus dogs. Cool. They're expensive, but worth it. May have to give that a shot. I haven't had Oscar Mayer hot dogs in a long time, actually. I have to give that a go there for sure. Let's see. Making my way down over here. See, really digging. Ding Chavez is in the new Jack Ryan. Yes, very cool. Very cool. From Ant-Man too. It was actually in Narcos, I think, a while back, that actor as well too. Yeah, it's a good season. It seems a little bit less. The action is really good, but I think the last season, season 3, this is the last season that they're on now. Actually, I think season 4 is the last one. The final season. But the previous season with the Russian sub and everything seemed like they had a little bit of a bigger budget right in the beginning. It just seemed like it was just more grand, like bigger. This one's a little bit more focused. And it seems like they went right into filming this one immediately right after the next. So I guess whatever their budget they're working with. But I love it. It's really awesome. And yes, Wade, I would love to see a Rainbow Six Amazon show. Well, they're doing Warhammer 40K. I think Henry Cavill is doing that, which is a fantasy thing still. But I'd love to see that property. Obviously, that's going to be awesome. He's a huge fan of Warhammer 40K. But Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy, I agree. I definitely agree with that. I love the early games back in the day, which were pretty awesome. What is the actor, in opinion, best played? Jack Ryan? I would say, you know, John Krasinski really adds like a smooth, suave elegance to the role. So he's awesome. I mean, his acting and him as a serious actor, I really dig it. But in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking Harrison Ford. I mean, it's just like that. Alec Baldwin from The Hunt for Red October was decent. Didn't care for The Sum of All Fears, I think it was, with Ben Affleck, which was just kind of, you know, it came and went, that type of thing. But I would say right now, they just keep getting better as they go. But the granddaddy of them all is going to be, of course, Harrison Ford. But John Krasinski is awesome. This series is just, the writing is top-notch, the action is top-notch, and it's just really very well put together. So I would probably say John Krasinski for the more modern versions of it, by far. I want to say Chris Pine had one of them as well too there. I think that came out there, and I remember I watched that. I think I was on vacation at the time when I watched that. I can't remember. I think that's what it was. But he was just okay. But I think John Krasinski just has a more real world look to him, and I think it just works better. It definitely works better. All right, so great to see you guys on here. Let me just shoot on down here, and we'll get started. I'm going to grab this for you as well. Ed Keaton, I'm going to try and stay hydrated for sure. Absolutely. You already know what it is. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Pete. My second stream, my first one in a long time. Thank you very much there. Is that Gacy Hafalar? Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, man. I'm probably butchering some of these names, but I apologize. But thank you for being here, and I'm glad you're digging what you're seeing so far, and hopefully you're going to dig it even further when you see what I'm about to review here in a few minutes. Not even. Good times there. Dom's World. Can't wait till the fall. Can't wait. I'm telling you, man, I just want to speed right past all of this stuff. You already know. You already know. No, let me just confirm it for you, Russ Meyer. No corn dog review. We did the pretzel dog actually around 4th of July. So I'm good with the hot dog situations for a bit. So you already know. You already know. All right, so I'm going to actually freeze it right where that comment is, so I know where I'm at right over here, and then we'll get started in just a sec. So let me go grab what I got to do for you real quick. If you guys haven't grabbed the drink just yet, definitely grab some drinks, get something, get yourself, keep yourself hydrated, in the words of the immortal Ed Keaton, of course. Shout outs to Ed Keaton for that suggestion. Get yourself a nice, fresh, frosty beverage, and we will definitely get it going here in a second. So hang tight, talk amongst yourselves. You're a part of a very positive, very engaged community. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll be back in just a second. So hang tight.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
All right, we are back in effect here. So glad to be with you guys tonight. If you're just joining us, we're going to be getting into the review for the evening in just a second here. We'll let this actually catch up in just a second here as well. It is sweltering, and now it is 98 degrees. So my AC and my fans are not doing jack for me right now. I am really feeling like I am just pouring off me right now. This is so uncomfortable. But it is what it is. As long as my equipment stays relatively cool. I have some fans kind of blowing around here just to kind of keep things from overheating. It is what it is. Great to see all of you guys. All right, looks like it is catching up in effect. Give me that thumbs up real quick. You can hear me okay and see me okay too. That would be great too. But I think we're okay. Everything looks like it is on board. And I will wait for that to update in just a second here. So there we go. All right, moving up. Let me get my chat. My chat moved while I wasn't here. Hey, that's crazy. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, I see Chevy 5-speed. It's updating on my side here as well too. There we go. All right, we are in effect. Let me shoot back kind of where I was before, and we'll just kind of go from there. If you guys want to hold off on any questions until the review is finished, I will definitely be answering as much as I can for you here. Let's just get into it here since we're at the bottom of the hour, and I will get going here. So, guys, as you know, I love checking out my usual market whenever I want to do some stuff. I like to review things during the live streams that I don't usually do during like regular structured content, things that'll be kind of fun, kind of quick to do for you as well. And of course, I like to find, you know, fun things in my frozen food aisle lately because there seems to be a lot that's kind of there and that's really kind of fun to mine at the same time. Whoop, just got notified. Nestor Gaetz donation for the Buy Ian Alaska box fan fund. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I need a different fan. That's what I'm seriously doing. It's kind of sad because I have a few things that are taking care of my equipment, but I'm still using my situation that I use when I film my reviews in the car to kind of keep this blowing somewhat, just so I feel something at least. So I appreciate the the super chat donation, Nestor. Thank you so much for that. That's hilarious. It's probably the reason I don't want to review ice cream or do anything like that because it would melt like instantly. So that's one of the reasons I don't do that either, especially during the summertime. Oh, and real quick, Ed Keaton, yes, I think Hugh Jackman sporting the yellow costume looked amazing. I don't know if that's really the real helmet, even though somebody may have put that on him. But I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. You know, they're gonna finally show him with that helmet on. And I'm all for it. So I can't wait to see how that's going to go. I love the contrast of the yellow with the red naturally. I think it's going to be a pretty awesome movie. So good times. I'm looking forward to Deadpool 3 for sure. So anyway, guys, let's get to it. This is something that I have actually seen that I have never done. And it's going to be my very first time trying this version of it. And chances are you guys may have seen this in your frozen food aisle as well, because this is something that's new for me. But I didn't realize they made a personal pan version of what this is. Now, you guys all know I love pizza. I don't know, Funky Fresh, E. Noel is watching this right now as well. That's one of my all-time favorite foods. I mean, I love pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? But I have never tried DiGiorno pizza. So because of that, I'm actually going to be going in on DiGiorno's personal size 4-cheese pizza. But this particular one is stuffed. So I haven't had a stuffed crust pizza. I think the last thing I did was probably either a Little Caesars or a Pizza Hut situation or Papa John's, one of those. Obviously, one of the other fast food types there. But this one microwaves in minutes. But if you guys notice, on the very top corner, I think it's right over, yeah, there it is. This is actually made for an air fryer as well. And while I don't have one of those, there are other ways to make this as crispy as possible. Case in point, as you guys know, they actually have a little, sometimes some of these fast food pizzas that you can get actually in frozen food aisles and markets, they come with that little disc that you can kind of put them on, and that's what kind of crisps up the crust. This particular one has that, but it's actually on the very top of the box. So you basically flip this around and you drop it on there, and then you heat it up for about 4 minutes or so, and then it's good to go there. So I mean, I'd love to do like the air fryer version. My sister's got an air fryer and she swears by it. She cooks like virtually everything in the air fryer. Actually, now that I think about it, since she's been in her new place, we haven't really used the air fryer at all. So we need to get back to doing that, sis, if you're watching this. I know you are with Funky. Funky will tell you. But I gotta tell you guys, this just looks really, really tasty. So they had a pepperoni version, but you know, pepperoni's not really my thing. It's cool and all, but cheese, come on. How could I not give this a go? Take a look at how amazing that looks, guys. Stuffed crust action in there. And believe it or not, it's not a bad presentation. This plate is a little hot still. I just kind of reheated just slightly. But as you can see, as something is flying around here, that was crazy. But very thick on the crust on this, guys. This is just looking really good. So I don't want this to actually kind of fall over. But as you can see, I decided to take a pizza cutter and cut it in fourths to give this a go. But, you know, it looks very bready for what it is, but cheesy at the same time. So let me lift up one of these pieces here and see if I can get, just grab this one here really fast. So Take a look at what you got here. This was $3.99. I'm not going to hate on it because the price point is not bad, but the stuffed crust, there it is in the very back. So as you can see there, actually, you know what? I just reminded myself, and this happens once in a while. Hang on one second here. Let me fix something. And I will fix it. There we go. And bring this back up. Hang on one second here. I apologize. It's live. You don't know what's going to happen until you get into it. And it is what it is. But there we go. Okay, we're back. All right, so this will be a little bit easier now. So as you can see, as it focuses back in, it's got some cheese in the very back of the crust over there, which doesn't look too bad. And again, 4 cheese in this particular one. You know, the sauce looks fairly decent. The size is not bad. Let's see how amazing this is going to be because they have the full-size version of this available naturally. It's like $10 or $11, something like that, which you're better off probably just if you need to get something and make it at home cool while you're there. But I would just rather order a Papa John's pizza, Domino's, one of those for that price point and get it freshly made like that. So let's give it a go. The stuffed crust DiGiorno. 4 cheese. Let's peep this out. That's bready. It tastes like microwave pizza. I mean, it's very thick on the bread. Sauce is semi-sweet. Cheese is not bad. It's a little generic tasting. But let's go for the cheese in the very back there. Of course, I always want to take a bite in the very front, but obviously that little baking disc on the bottom there didn't really do too much with this. But let's try it with the cheese in the very back. So let's try it. Okay. Okay. That's the star of the show by far, as it should be. As you guys can see here, if I focus in, hopefully, we'll hold it back just a bit. It's got a fairly decent amount of cheese, and I let this go for about 4.5 minutes, and then I kind of reheated it for another like 30 or so, just to kind of give it some more there. So it's not really as cheesy as I would like for at least a pull. Let's see if we can try and, you can kind of see it right there. It's not really pull. But the flavor, I mean, it's okay for a snack. I take that back, actually. This snack, the whole thing, 650 calories for this whole thing. So it's definitely up there because, guys, I mean, it's a big piece of bread, essentially, and the cheese. The sauce is not bad. The semi-sweet tomato flavor, it's not bad on it as well. But the cheese on the top is a little so-so for me. The more of the flavor is coming from the very back, naturally, as it should, because the flavor of the cheese, it's thicker naturally. There's just more there. So let's keep going in. It's not bad. It's just generic tasting. That's the only thing. The whole package feels kind of generic. So I think this would be better if I were to bake it. You know, naturally, I think that would be just a little bit better. And maybe actually add like a little extra cheese to the top of it if I'm going to be baking it. But for 30 grams of protein for the whole thing, 650 calories for the whole thing as well. I'll probably have the like half of this. I'm probably not going to finish this because it's a little bit of a waste, to be honest. But for $3.99, I am not going to hate on what it is because the cheese in the very back is not bad. But of course, it only makes me want to kind of review a regular pizza that's got stuffed crust in the back there. Who do you think has the best stuffed crust pizza out there out of all the chains that do it very well naturally there? Drop it in the chat over here as well too there. I know that it may be stuck at the moment here, but if obviously it's the regular chat on YouTube is scrolling with your mobile device if you're watching this and you're seeing this on desktop as well. Who do you think has the best stuffed crust variation out there? Because like I said, this is a little bit more forgettable for what it is. I'm glad to have tried the DiGiorno personal size version of this naturally, and I'm kind of glad I didn't invest in getting the bigger one because I was looking at both of them and I was thinking, you know, the other one was on sale for like $9.99. This was $3.99, but obviously the other one was much bigger. But considering how this turned out, I'm glad I didn't invest in the larger one. So consider this the trial size. I'd recommend for those of you guys who are indecisive, you indecisive peeps out there, take a look. If you've got this in the fast food or the frozen food section of your markets, this is kind of a nice little starter to get you going, and I think that's the purpose of why this exists, because if you like it, you'll move over to the larger one. So I'm glad at least I have this. They've got $4 of my money. It is what it is. But I'm glad to finally have given this one a shot. I'd love to try the croissant variation of this in a personal size to see if it's as good as well. I can't see that being, you know, worse than what this is. I'm sure this is, it'll be pretty good. So let's go for one more bite. We'll wrap this little review with the rating coming up next. But I'm glad to give it a go. And again, you know, am I going to get this one again? Maybe I'll even try the pepperoni off camera just to try it, to be honest. But it's not going to be my go-to. But I'm glad to give it a shot. I'm glad to add this to the playlist for the live stream replays here on the channel. And like I said, if you see it, it's not worth it. It's actually, I should say it's worth it if you just want to give it a go for a cheaper price. So not bad. Let's go for one more bite and we'll wrap this one up. Hang on. That last bite was pretty good, though. It's the cheese in the back. Not bad, not bad. So it looks like 76 viewers watching right now. Awesome, awesome. Thanks so much for joining, all of you guys who are here. Definitely hit that thumbs up down below if you haven't already. And this was pretty good. For $4, I'm not going to hate on it, like I said. It's not going to be my go-to, but it's making me just hungrier to have regular dinner right after this. So scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to go 6.9 on this one here. 6.9. It's definitely above average. I mean, I like the thickness of the bread. The pizza dough is a little bit so-so. I mean, it's okay, but it's a hearty bite. It's dense. So that's where you're getting most of the calories here. That's where it's coming from, is the carb. 67 grams of carbs total if you eat the whole thing, by the way. But like I said, just a little forgettable in terms of the flavor. But the overall feeling of the cheese in the back, I like that. So it definitely doesn't look like this nearly, and they never do on the front of the package. But I'm glad to give it a go. I would love to try the croissant crust variation of this. I didn't see that there. I was looking for it when I was, you know, kind of contemplating this. But we'll see what happens there. But if you guys like this particular one, drop some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this version. Are you down with DiGiorno pizza? Do you like the whole bake, you know, take your pizza home from the market and bake it type of situation? Or do you microwave your pizzas mostly, outside of buying them from Little Caesars, Domino's, Pizza Hut, and by checking out all the reviews that we have on YouTube for those things? So not bad for what it is. I'll probably have one more piece of this and call it a day, but this is definitely not going to be, it's not going to get finished. I already know that, if anything. So glad to give that one a go for you guys. Nere, we need new Peep merch. Yes, I'm working on a few things. You're reading my mind, Nere. Not to worry. Working on a few things. But keep in mind, there's actually that 25% discount that you can get for a lot of those things. On some of my videos, I actually have the codes, but obviously the regular 20% off code is always available there as well, too. Good times, good times, good times. Oh, man. All right, let's see here. Another few minutes here, guys, because I am completely uncomfortable right now. But shout outs to all of you guys who have donated to the channel. Should also, I forgot to mention, if you guys have donated on PayPal, I won't know it until after the fact. There's no way I can link that to give you the notification that I'm seeing that it comes up here, unless you tell me here in the chat as I'm trying to scan through. So I will definitely give that a go for what that is there as well. And I believe the code for the 25% off, I think it's YT Shopping 25. I think is what it is there as well too. So there's some good stuff that you can find with that as well. One of my other videos too there, I'll actually see about putting a community post up a little bit later tonight. Nere, actually, if you want to take a look, and you'll find that code there as well too, to see if that goes for you, and it should. So you'll be all right. All right, so let's see. Tony Montana, did you know what some of All Fear's actors also played Cotton Weary in the Scream film Sabretooth and X-Men Origins and the Kingpin and the Spider-Verse? Oh, Liev Schreiber, yes, absolutely. That's very cool. Very, very cool. And I still have yet to see the new one. I have to actually see the new one still. Mission Impossible is out, and I still have to go check that out now. I still haven't seen Indiana Jones. I need to be doing the movie thing. I need to be doing the movie thing for sure. Let's see. Contrail, is it 98 in your house? According to this, well, this is actually the thermometer that I have here on my little lamp that's digital, so it's in here. So obviously my office right now, and I can feel my wrists are kind of moist over as well too here. So like I said, it's very uncomfortable doing this during the summertime. I may have to go back to the old school of doing it in the car outside. At least there'll be a little bit of a breeze, even though it's a warm type of breeze. That may be something that we may have to do, or maybe go to a park or something like that. We'll have to see what we can do with that as well. Let's see. Nere, let's see. Thanks so much for the super chat donation. Coming up here on the screen in just a second. Jesse says thanks for the homie hugs last week. His toenails growing back stronger than ever. You already know. That's right. You know? Very cool. Shout outs to Jesse. I'm glad he is on the mend and getting back his toenail. That's awesome. Any second now, you'll see that jump up over here as well too. But shout outs to you, Nere. I appreciate that, and to Jesse as well too, for being on the mend. Yes, Tony Pizzas. Please drink water, stay frosty. There we go, Nere. There it is. Absolutely. I am trying to do that. I am trying to do that. Believe you me. Believe you me. Drew, next time add Frank's on top. Yes, Red Hot Action would be pretty good. And speaking of which, I still have this sitting on my desk actually, from the little Frank's Red Hot situation. That was from Fatburger from back in the day when they sent me a thing of Red Hot for their promo that they were doing. That was very cool, actually. Tony Schultz, a D+ below average. If you're looking at it from a letter standpoint, like I said, it's not going to win any awards, but you know, if it's on sale and it's something you want to try just to give it a go, why not? Why not? It's not bad. It's not too bad for what it is. Funky Fresh, when I worked at Pizza Hut 30 years ago, we would add pepperoni to the string cheese and then making it. We'd even throw in jalapenos. Yes, you know what? Funky Fresh, just so you know, Little Caesars actually has a pepperoni stuffed crust pizza that I reviewed, where they do that exact thing. They basically put the pepperonis like in a big circle around the edge, and then they put the string cheese around that, and then they fold it over. So they've been doing that too, just so you know. Very cool stuff there. But yes, obviously I know that Pizza Hut is definitely a tasty situation. But when it comes to stuffed crust action, personally for me, and I think you guys know, Little Caesars does a pretty banging version for stuffed crust, especially Detroit style. It's a little bit easier to do that way because of the squareness of it, I think. But naturally, of course, the round pizzas, they work as well. But good stuff. Definitely good stuff. All right, so let's see. Last few things over here before we wrap in just a few, guys. And again, like I said, I'm so glad to be able to be doing this for you tonight in the pits of hell, it feels like. El Diablo is laughing at me right now after my reviews at Carl's Jr. probably. Volcano Taco, better than I remember this time around. You know what? I think that's actually true, Zach. The lava sauce, for some reason, just had a little bit more pop to it. It just felt like it was a little bit better. Maybe because we haven't had it in so long. It's all kind of like people that have had saltine crackers. If you eat them every single day, it'd be like, man, you know, I'm so sick of eating saltine crackers. But initially you're like, man, is that like a Ritz? Is that like a Ritz? I think there was an Eddie Murphy joke with something like that. We were talking about, man, that's like the greatest cracker I ever had. But then when you have the same old crackers, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. But yes, I think the volcano action was a better situation the second time around. And that was a blast of a review to put together. That double beef version of the burrito as well as the taco. Very, very tasty. Let's see. Russ Meyer would love to see some Peep gloves or sunglass cases. Oh, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. I'm working on a few different things that are within the parameters of what's offered on the platform for tea, or for spring, I should say. So we'll have to take a look and see there for sure as well. And just so you know, I think, like I said, I'll see if I can put a post up on the community tab regarding that code for the YouTube shopping code that's there for 25% off. Naturally, the more that you do, the bigger that discount is, obviously, you know, in terms of how that stuff works. So I will definitely see what I can do for you. Larry Nguyen, I cook fried chicken and chicken wings. Very nice. Movies are a great way to stay cool. I agree. Yeah, I heard Indy was a little bit up and down, but you know what? For what it is, I'm sure it's going to be still an enjoyable movie, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing, is just zoning out. Plus, I just want to be in an air-conditioned theater, to be honest. That's the main thing that I want to do. Ben113, what's going on? Pizza in an air fryer is a terrible idea because you bite the crust and bite like the ice. Let's see, because bite the crust and you bite like the ice. It may be a little bit extra crispy. Maybe you got to be careful with the amount of that. Russ Meyer, I don't think that was the cracker joke he was making, but I will look that up. Oh yeah, the Eddie Murphy thing. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Michael Domayer, yes, well aware of the Little Caesars goodness there for the pineapple Pepsi action, of course. Absolutely. Let's see here. Good times. Volcano situation had me running for the border in the bathroom according to Drew's food reviews. God bless you. Nayray, why is it so hot in your house? You know what? Even with the air on, I have a lot of my computer equipment that's running. I have a lot of stuff, my cable modem, I have DVR stuff, I have things that are just in general, my lighting. The lighting is also the main thing. Even though LED lighting, there's other things that are kind of like keeping it warm in here. So it's definitely uncomfortable, to say the least. Plus, these are LED lights behind me as well, so they're pretty cool. But it's naturally just extremely hot right now, so that's the main reason for it. That is the main reason for it. UFO is microwaving pizza right now. Nice, 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 nice. And then Russ is saying, whenever I call Domino's, we always sneak in pepperoni pizza and giggle to ourselves. It's great. That would be a fun collaboration with Domino's to come out with pepperoni. That would be pretty cool. Shout outs to you, Russ Meyer. Send some direct messages to Domino's to get that going. That would be amazing. A grassroots effort with Domino's, I'd be down for, especially with their pan pizza, which I really enjoy once in a while. That would be a lovely situation. The last time I had, I think, almost the whole pan pizza is when I binged out Cobra Kai season 5, actually. That's all I ate like throughout the day, you know, and that's pretty much, I watched all the episodes in one run. I'm probably going to do that again when season 6 drops later in a few months from now when the final season drops, so we'll have to see. Bus, not 9 p.m. yet, but they have to catch the replay. No worries, too hot here in Ontario. 90 degrees. Oh, it's 90 for you. It's 97 according to what I'm seeing over here, Buzz. So I feel you right now. It's one of the reasons I got to log off here. I think I'm going to cut it just a little bit early right now because it's a very uncomfortable. But shout outs to Buzz7332. I appreciate you as always being one of the main supporters of the channel as well. And of course, you're seeing all the goodness there and down below. And again, to all my PayPalers as well too, should there be any, thank you so much for doing what you do. And while we're at it here, let's just round it out because, guys, it's been a blast to be able to do this for you guys tonight. Taking a look at the personal version of DiGiorno's stuffed crust, the 4 cheese action right now. Glad to have finally given that a shot and can scratch that off the bucket list. But good times, definitely good times across the board. Shout out to all the PayPalers from Nayray. There you go. We'll give you some hearts to everything. And to all of you guys as well, too. Guys, let me take a quick moment again to thank each and every one of you since we're segueing right into it right now. I do greatly appreciate it. Like I always say, when it comes to content here on the platform, you have a multitude of choices. And I greatly appreciate you guys making my channel one of those choices, one of your stops. A lot of great content creators are putting it out and doing their due, which is a blast. And I love doing what I do as well. So thank you so much. I hope you guys dug the DiGiorno stuffed crust variation of the personal pizza tonight. Definitely fun to do. We'll do this again very soon, of course. And granted, if the weather is going to be as crazy as it is, I have to see how the schedule is going to be for next week. I'm not going to say I'm definitely not going to be streaming, but just to be on the safe side and maybe in a different location, maybe. I'm trying to work out a few different things just in case. So we'll figure something out here and we'll do what we have to do. But in the meantime, you guys are going to have brand new content on Sunday. 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time will be out, as well as the replay available on Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as well. So, you know, take a watch out for that. Drop the likes on those videos. Let me know you guys are liking what I'm doing. Again, I have such a blast to be able to do it for you. And we'll see about maybe doing a mobile stream for the next time around, because that definitely is something that I think is going to be something kind of fun to do. And we haven't done that in a very, very, very long time. So we'll figure that out as well. So guys, thank you so much for joining us right now. We're going to do the intros to wrap this up. I'm going to have one more little piece of that. I'm going to make some regular dinner for myself. I have to get some protein in my system right now, so we'll definitely be making some chicken or something along those lines. But I greatly appreciate you guys. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for all that you do, which is really just being part of our community. We have such an amazing class act group of peeps, my familia that are here in the chat always, and also people that are watching from afar. If you haven't already, again, hit that thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and we'll wrap it up right now with the official one. And yes, Russ, of course, more Cheaters Camp stuff is coming, and especially with the weather being that it is, you may see it a little bit more than usual because of the weather being so hot during the day, because that's really the time to do it, to be honest there. So some stuff to look forward to. And again, my heart goes out to each and every one of you guys as always. I hope whatever you're going through is positive, and if it isn't, always err on the side of positivity. Again, we always have choices when we get up in the morning. It's either going to go well or it's not going to go well. Either it does or it doesn't. If you, whatever you think it's going to be, you're right. You said whatever you make it. So err on the side of positivity. I'm going to try and do the same thing myself. Stay cool, stay frosty, and definitely just keep doing what you do and keep everything moving in the right direction, guys. Okay, I love all of you guys, as you know. And I want to see all of you guys back again here while we do what we need to do. Thank you for all the love and support for 41K. Guys, that's a crazy milestone. Anything over maybe 1 or 2 subscribers is crazy to think that people are subscribing because they like your stuff or they at least watch it. Either way, that's awesome. That is straight out awesome. Randy Molina, I appreciate all the hearts. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm going to be here in the chat for the next minute or so until the stream times out. And with that, we'll finish it up here. And again, more content. Again, coming up with a summer vibe for what you're going to see for the review for Sunday. I think you're going to dig it. I think you're going to dig it. Photographed beautifully. So I think you're going to like what you're going to see. And to everybody here in the chat, thanks so much for jumping in. With that, let me jump on over here. Stay hydrated. Peace out to all of you guys as well. Dana, BV, thanks so much. Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Well, we'll do. There's angry bugs that are all around because it is crazy hot outside. So avoid it. A lot of mosquitoes. Be very careful. Keep yourself all lathered up in some type of anti-mosquito spray. Whatever you need to do, just do it. Quickly, Tony Montana, thoughts on X-Men Origins Wolverine. I didn't care for it, but it wasn't horrible either. It wasn't horrible either. Zach, I did not know that from LFO Still. I did not know that at all. Craziness. Again, the things you know, the things you find out here on the stream. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. All right, so while you guys are saying goodbye to everybody, I'm gonna try and answer as much as I can until the stream times out. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream for Friday, July 14th. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So while you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. And with that, peace. I'm out.